Of course, I'm not in the urban sector right now, but I've worked as municipal commissioners in Visakhapatnam and Hyderabad. It's almost for 5.5 to 6 years. So let me just present to you my views on what a smart city entails based on my experiences in Hyderabad and Visakhapatnam, and how we should be going about it. I mean, it's become a good fad in the current times to keep talking about everything smart. Now, this all started actually. If you look at the concept of a smart city, it was a technological jargon in the sense that where you bring in information technology tools into a city and make the city infrastructure become smart. That means without any intervention, the city is able to sense what is happening and then find solutions to mitigate the problems which the city is facing. But to my mind, calling a city a smart city, especially in the Indian context, we will have to remove the jargon part of it and consider this to be a very holistic concept as to what a city should be. And to my mind, if you look at any Indian city, fundamentally you will realize that before we kind of put in sensors where traffic is monitored in a real-time basis and based on that solutions are provided to a particular city, we will have to set our city's infrastructure in order. And in order to make a city smart, first we will have to figure out the basic infrastructure, essentially in terms of the urban transport or drinking water supply or sewerage or stormwater systems. So primarily we'll have to look at the infrastructure and number one, make the infrastructure become good enough, then make it robust, and then look at bringing in technology solutions to ensure that that infrastructure runs in a kind of an efficient manner. The second aspect which I was very closely involved with was in terms of governance. You will all appreciate that cities are at the grassroots level of administration in our country. In fact, right from they used to tell me when I was a municipal commissioner that it's a journey from the womb to the tomb that the corporations or the municipal bodies basically get engaged with as far as human lives are concerned. So you have, for example, a very basic regulatory task in terms of getting in a birth certificate or being able to pay the municipal taxes or being able to purchase water from the municipal bodies or in many cases even purchase electricity as in Delhi or in Bombay, or in terms of getting various licenses, in terms of trade licenses, in terms of regulatory permissions. Then you have the town planning permissions where local bodies control the building regulations, and then you need to take permissions for not just building constructions but doing layouts, doing improvements in the buildings that are there. And in terms of meeting the fire standards, there are a whole range of permissions and regulatory requirements which ultimately the cities need to deliver. So the second aspect which has to become smart would have to be the governance part. How many cities in our country are still able to provide online services? Online services not just through citizen centers, a thing which would look quite dated now, but through their websites or through a smartphone these days. So how many cities in the country are able to provide to their citizens governance solutions in a more user-friendly format? That is the second aspect that we will have to look at if we are trying to look at the city in terms of being a smart city. The third aspect of the city to be a smart city would have to be in terms of the citizen participation. Because all of you would agree that in a democratic situation, and these are the lowest and the what you call the ground level democratic institutions, it will be very important that we bring in citizen participation in not just the governance processes, but in terms of shaping up and building up the infrastructure that's required. So in the Indian context, what I understand from the context of a smart city would have to be putting the entire pedestal of the city government on three very strong and robust fundamentals. One of them would have to be smart infrastructure. Number two would have to be smart governance. And third would have to be the smart participation, wherein we bring in all the stakeholders, take all their views, and bring these processes together. So to my mind, we will have to separate the Indian story from the global story. There are global solutions. We have seen it in South Korea, and there are many other cities where fundamentally technology players have put in sensors right from security down to the traffic, down to the stormwater, down to the movement of people into a particular neighborhood. All those things are being monitored through various sensors, data being transmitted, and big data analytics being put in, and they call that to be the smart solution for a particular city. But I think for an Indian situation, what will require is a different and a holistic concept, because the starting point for Indian cities is definitely not the point at which most of the global cities are. So we'll need to look at all these solutions, and then only we can call a city a smart city. This, to my mind, has come out of the experience that I had for 6 years while working as municipal commissioners in Hyderabad and Vizag. Obviously, a lot of water has flown through, but I'm very happy that at least there's some talk and there's some competition being created in our country now. Wherein, as Bipul pointed out, they've been asked to send entries by today, and then based on that, they are going to be evaluating cities and considering them for various smart city solutions. But unless and until we bring these three fundamentals together, this would always remain a pipe dream. I'd like to again thank Ravi. I have actually a meeting at 3, and I thought that I'll be here, spend some time and listen to most of the views. But I'll possibly ask Bipul about what happened in the panel today and try and learn from what's going around. So let me apologize for rushing through and leaving the panel early. And I wish Ravi, Alex, and this conclave all success. And I'm sure the deliberations and the views that get expressed here would be reflected in the project reports which Bipul was talking about. Thank you very much.